Flynn is a name that you may hear quite often around Edison High School. He is known mostly for his outstanding running achievements. Stephen has school records for several events in both cross-country and track, and plans on breaking those records again during these upcoming seasons. Stephen has been dedicated to the sport since the 6th grade and has also been dedicated to his schoolwork too. He is known for his hard work both inside and outside the classroom. He plans to continue running in college and would like to earn a scholarship to the college of his choice.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm honored to be here, and I'm also honored to be the senior month for Edison High School. To earn this award tells me that hard work and dedication that I put in every day gets recognized and awarded. Volunteering in the community shows everyone that you're dedicated into improving the community. I try to show that I'm a helpful person every day in our community and show others that volunteering your time is a great thing. I started volunteering at about the age of 14 years old, and when I helped out my neighbors and local church in raking leaves during the fall season. I've also helped out local soup kitchens as well. As part of the Edison High School cross-country team and track team, we dedicated our time both on and off the track. We helped raise money for our team by bagging groceries at ShopRite and also tagging at Walmart. Without volunteering at these events, our team wouldn't be attending the meets that we'd want to attend, wouldn't have some of the things our team would need to be successful. I also volunteer my time by going to every practice and racing at every meet. I show up to every practice possible so I can improve myself. I know that improving myself and my abilities on the track is also helping out the team and helping represent the town of Edison High School. The town of Edison. Showing up to every practice and every race is not an easy task, but if it's something you love, then it's definitely worth doing. I watch my coach come to every practice and every meet, and to see that he's always there for our team and that he gives up his time every day to come to our practice and help improve us shows that he's always shows that it's great to be a volunteer, and it shows that there's always time to help volunteer time to help others. Volunteering has taught me to be an unselfish person, and that helping out the people around you is always helping yourself and teach you to be a respectful person. Thank you.
Next from Edison High School, I call up Kristen Kim. Kristen Kim is a Korean American who is now a senior at Edison High School. She has lived in Edison all her life with her parents, brother, and her dog. As a varsity cheerleader, she also likes to cheer on the New York Giants with her family, as well as her brother who plays football for the freshman team at Edison High School. Although it is her senior year, she challenges herself with 2 AP courses and full schedule. After graduating high school, Kristen plans to attend college and major in early education to further her interest and knowledge in young children.
Good morning. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., an honorable civil rights movement leader, once said, "Everyone can be great because anyone can serve." You don't have to have a college degree to serve. You don't even have to make your subject and your verb agree to serve. You only need a heart full of grace, a soul generated by love. Volunteering and service is never about oneself, but always about how one can give back to his or her community. At times, it may get frustrating to give up your precious free time to serve. However, it is always putting others before yourself that matters. Growing up in a Christian household, I was always motivated to volunteer. My parents have encouraged me to give up a few hours every week to help those who need it. As I got older, I started to be involved in sleepaway retreats and VBS events as a counselor. Not only did this give me experience, but it also taught me how to be humble. One event after the other, I found myself enjoying and making a difference just by giving up a couple hours of my time. I have been involved in the CARE Charity Walk, Halloween at the High, Volleyball for Charity, helping out at the elementary school, and much more. One of the most memorable experiences I had was an event called Harvest of Hope. It is a program that my church has been involved in to make a difference in America's poverty and hunger. During the summer of 2010, my church, along with many others, went to Virginia to glean different fruits and vegetables in fields. We did not only glean food to give to the needy, but working in the fields under the scorching sun for hours taught us that we cannot take what we have for granted, because not everyone is as fortunate as us, even in our own country. Volunteering and service has taught me not to be selfish, but to put the needs of others before my own. Seeing people smile about what I have done to help can be more heartwarming and rewarding than any other. I will continue to give up my time with a positive attitude to serve those who need it more than I do. Thank you.
Now we're moving on to J.P. Stevens High School. Would David Shaw please come up? David Shaw is a student at John P. Stevens High School. He is proud of his Indian and Japanese heritage and has two siblings. David is an AB honor roll student and plans on attending either the business school in New Brunswick or studying political science at Rutgers University. He plays for both his varsity soccer team and varsity swim team. He is currently the president of his FCCLA chapter and first vice president of New Jersey FCCLA. He has held the position of state parliamentarian for New Jersey Junior Classical League and co-president of the National Latin Honor Society.
Good morning. Community service isn't about padding one's resume. It isn't about doing things so that one might be haughty and arrogant. But it is the dawning realization of to the greater understanding our humanity and a greater appreciation of the great lives that so many of caring people lead. Coming into high school was probably the most intimidating chapter of my life. Being homeschooled since elementary school, I hadn't known what to expect or what expectations I had for myself. As I stepped into the world of clubs, sports, and organizations, I was warmly encouraged to join the FCCLA chapter in my school. Little did I know that this organization was the first step in creating the foundation I needed to be so successful. I gradually assumed small chapter leadership positions and participated in every service event, fundraiser, campaign, meeting, and conference made available to me. As the days turned into months, my first 2 years passed by, but I didn't stop. I enthusiastically took on more and more challenges. Anytime I was asked to help, I was there. Anytime someone needed me, I was there, regardless of who, why, or what it was about. For 4 years, I balanced playing 2 sports with National Honor Society, National Latin Honor Society, New Jersey Junior Classical League, FCCLA, and the multitude of positions I held at the school level. As an active member of these organizations, I assisted in supporting and organizing events for the Children's Miracle Network, Feed the Children, Amanda Crossing, March for Soldiers, Share Our Strength, and the Ronald McDonald House for Charity. Each of these community service projects that were designed to help others in need had an incredibly strong impact on my life and on my character. The people I met and the hardships I underwent all played a pivotal role in shaping who I am today. Through the years, I was perceived to be an overachiever, but the experiences I received and the self-graciousness which was an outcome of service was incomparable. I came to realize only this year that all acts of kindness, no matter how great or small, impact all parties involved. Last year, I was nominated to be part of the 100 People Project. I was recognized for being one of the 100 people in Edison, New Jersey who who inspires and leads others in making the community and the world a better place. I would first like to thank the Rotary for the privilege of speaking at this wonderful and thoughtful event. Furthermore, I would like to thank my family, especially my mom and dad, for always being there and supporting me in my decisions and giving me the well-needed trust to go forward in my choices. I would also like to thank my FCCLA advisor, teacher, and mentor, Mrs. DeJoy Laird, for all of her advice, care, and dedication as she supported me and my leadership development for the past 3 years. Last but not least, I'd like to thank my principal, Ms. Polakowski, for believing in me and selecting me for this honor. Congratulations to all the other seniors, and thank you.
Now from John P. Stevens, I call up Catherine Yee. Catherine Yee is a senior at John P. Stevens High School. She has always been fascinated by a diverse array of subjects, ranging from art to French to computer science. Her strongest interest is in math, engineering, and writing, fields in which she volunteers through research in internships and editing various forms of writing. She is considering majoring in applied math, physics, or economics. The closest one can get to majoring in everything, and after college, her prospects are cloudy with the chance of academia. She hopes to continue and expand her opportunities for community service.
Good morning, everyone. I would like to thank the Edison Rotary Club and the administration of John P. Stevens for this honor. I would also like to thank my counselor, Mrs. Led, who nominated me, and Dr. Geis for his guidance. He is here with me today. I came to serve the community unintentionally. I wish I'd volunteered at the animal home, the nursing home, the hospital, the elementary school, the Chinese school, or the library. But I never have, because I've always been very focused on my two main interests, writing and math/physics. I thought community service and my interests to be incompatible, but gradually I realized that I shouldn't limit myself and stay self-centered. Now, this is the approach I follow in community service. Build a man a fire, and he'll be warm for a day. Set a man on fire, and he'll be warm for the rest of his life. Metaphorically, I try to address my fellow man's more fundamental needs above his day-to-day needs. As co-editor-in-chief of Hawkeye, my school newspaper, I've had the honor of helping inform and shape the thinking of my school student body. Similarly, I saw a need in that professors and grad students, not an audience that one would think needed help, really did need a dedicated person to polish their papers and untangle their thinking. It's been incredibly fulfilling to see their writing improve with any and every paper and be published with my help. Lastly, why shouldn't someone interested in math and physics be able to serve the community? For example, please raise your hand if you've ever used any of the following things: a cell phone, the internet, electricity. Thank you. See, the optimization of high voltage current transmission, autonomic data center thermal management, and distributed cloud computing in mobile phones might sound like nothing more than tech jargon to you, but this research has implications for every one of you who raised your hands. Each project has focused on reducing the consumption of energy by technology, a crucial battle in the war to counteract global warming. Indeed, excellence has not been enough. Thanks to the guidance of my parents and mentors, I've discovered that service is the missing element that makes achievement truly rewarding. As one of the greatest physicists, Albert Einstein, once said, "Only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile." Thank you.
Okay, now we're going to move on to the Middlesex Academy. Eric, Jenny, is that correct? Eric Jenny is currently a senior at Middlesex County Academy for Science, Mathematics, and Engineering Technologies. He is a member and lead programmer on the Say What robotic team, which competes in several nationwide events, including the World Championships in both Atlanta and St. Louis. Over the summer, he enjoys volunteering by building houses with Habitat for Humanity. Having always loved computer programming, Eric hopes to study both computer science and mathematics in college in order to continue into a career in software engineering and development.
I would like to thank the Edison Rotary and my advisor, Ms. Simmons, for selecting me as one of the Students of the Month for September. I would also like to thank my parents, who encouraged me from a very young age to volunteer. I've done my best to volunteer ever since. However, the real purpose of volunteering didn't really hit me until my most recent Habitat for Humanity trip to North Carolina. On this trip, the other volunteers and I worked alongside the future homeowners, helping them to build their own houses. As I looked around the worksite, I saw a dozen people volunteering their time to help this future homeowner fulfill her family's dream of owning a house. I saw the local community reach out to the volunteers by providing food, water, showers, and even a pool. I saw a web of volunteers working together to help this family get their house. And at the end of the week, I saw the young mother's eyes light up when she finally saw the frame of a house, proof that her dream wasn't very far off. I realized that week that people don't volunteer, but communities volunteer. Because without every person on that worksite, from the chef to the contractor, the family's house would have never gotten built. So I'd like to thank the Edison Rotary for helping me become a part of this community to help volunteer here as well. Thank you.
Now for Middlesex Academy, I'd like to call up Monica Katag. Monica is a senior at the Middlesex County Academy. She is an editor-in-chief of the school newspaper and a mentor at both the Spanish Honor Society, a member, of both the Spanish Honor Society and National Honor Society. In her spare time, Monica loves to read, run, and play with Chip. Chip is the squirrel she rescued after Hurricane Irene. She is also a member of the Sayreville Emergency Squad. In the future, Monica plans on becoming a surgeon. As an undergraduate, she will double major in biology and business and then go off to medical school. Sounds like a tall order. Welcome.
Hi everyone. I started volunteering in middle school when my field hockey coach organized a trip to the Special Olympics. In the winter, we started to cheer on the skiers as they made their way down the course. During the spring, we taught elementary school children soccer and baseball. It was a very rewarding experience and inspired me to devote more of my time and effort to helping others. Throughout high school, I have been volunteering with multiple organizations like the American Red Cross and the Sayreville Public Library. At the library, I help to run the arts and crafts sessions and train new volunteers. I love reading, so spending my days around books was an ultimate joy. For the American Red Cross, I organized walks and blood drives throughout the year. I have also volunteered at the ZPA, it's a Polish organization in Perth Amboy, by setting up and decorating banquet halls and singing and entertaining at multiple events. I also helped organize a picnic to benefit the flood victims of Poland last year. In the future, I plan on volunteering at the local animal shelter. I love animals, and ever since I rescued my squirrel Chip, I felt a need to take care of other animals in need. Through all my volunteering experience, I have gained a multitude of skills that will help me in the future, like being a leader and helping those who can't necessarily help themselves. Volunteerism has taught me that every little bit makes a difference. An action, no matter how small, will always be beneficial to someone else. Having the satisfaction of knowing I helped someone, be it human or animal, is the greatest feeling ever, and that's why I love to volunteer. Thank you.
Okay, now we're going to take a short break for our 50-50 and bring up, I believe, Alex to introduce the remaining students.
The 50-50 is actually, we try and finish it in a couple of minutes. It's $5 for one and $10 for 3 tickets.
One and 3 for